What is up, guys? Welcome back to the 6th episode of the football.
Shoot, that ain't me. Anyways, guys, I think he was trying to say, welcome back to the 6th episode of the football basketball show. Today's episode is going to be about how dysfunctional the Giants are and why their general manager, Dave Gettleman, should be fired. All right, let's get right into it. All right, guys, that guy you saw in the beginning of the video, his name is Will, and he's going to be the special guest for today's video. You know, I'm only a Jets fan, so I had to get a Giants fan to give me his opinion on what he thought about what the Giants are doing right now. Anyways, let's get into the video.
All right, first question for you, Will. Do you think Dave Gettleman made the right decision in selecting Daniel Jones with the 6th overall pick?
No, I think that they should have just taken Dwayne Haskins because he's an all-around better quarterback. And if they really just had their mind on Daniel Jones, I still think they could have taken him later in the draft, maybe as the 17th pick, and then they could have taken a great defender such as Josh Allen or Sean Gary at the 6th pick. And even they did take Daniel Jones, so theoretically, if we can keep that at the 17th pick, they could have taken Montez Sweat, which is a much better defender than Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, I agree with that. So do you think the Giants should have taken Josh Allen or Dwayne Haskins with the 6th overall pick?
I think they should have taken Dwayne Haskins because, as I said, they still had their mind on a defender at the 17th pick, and that could have been Montez Sweat, which supposedly was supposed to go higher in the draft, but he had some issues off the field. But he's still a great NFL. He's still a great player, so he would do great in the NFL and the Giants.
All right, Will. What do you think about the Odell trade? He was traded for a 3rd-round pick, the 17th overall pick, and Jabril Peppers. So what are your thoughts on that trade?
I think that it was really bad for the Giants, and Dave Gettleman should have rethought what he did, and he should not have accepted it because they lost their star receiver and now are left with Golden Tate and Sterling Shepard. They just signed Golden Tate a month ago, and they lost Landon Collins. They were unable to re-sign him, so Jabril Peppers basically makes up for the loss of that. Golden Tate is nowhere near to the talent of where Odell is, so that's not like you can compare them and say, oh yeah, it's all right if we lost Odell because we got Golden Tate back. And Sterling Shepard isn't that good, but he's not bad. He could be a good flex.
All right, so I actually have a different opinion on this trade. I think that it was kind of a decent trade for the Giants because Odell didn't really fit their time frame. Odell is in his prime right now, and the Giants probably wouldn't be in a winning situation before he's out of his prime. So I think it was better for both parties. It was better for the Giants to move on from him because they weren't going to win with him. And it was better for Odell because now he's in a position where he can win while he's in the best years of his career. So overall, Will, as a Giants fan, do you think they should keep Dave Gettleman or fire him after the decisions he's made?
I think if they do well this year, and if Daniel Jones does well this year, they should keep him. But if he makes one more bad decision, then we should fire him. But if Daniel Jones does badly this year, then we should immediately fire him once the season ends.
So you really want to base this decision off of the performance of Daniel Jones because he was probably the biggest move that Dave Gettleman has had to make?
Yes. Also, our defense has to perform a bit better than they did last year because we made a lot of changes on the D-line and on the cornerbacks.
Thank you for your help on the video today, Will.
No problem. Thanks for having me on the show.
Now that we've heard a Giants fan's opinion on if Dave Gettleman should be fired, I'm going to give you my opinion as a football fan. I think that Dave Gettleman made a questionable decision by deciding to trade away Odell Beckham Jr. for a 3rd-round pick, a 1st-round pick, and Jabril Peppers. But I think the worst decision he's made as a general manager was selecting Daniel Jones with the 6th overall pick in the draft. I think there was no room for this kind of selection, and if they wanted a quarterback, they should have taken Dwayne Haskins. There was also a very great edge rusher available at the time in Josh Allen, and they could have selected him as well. I believe Daniel Jones was a late 2nd round to early 3rd round kind of player in this year's draft, and he really shouldn't have been anywhere near the top 10. Because of this pick, which I think Dave Gettleman completely botched, I think that the New York Giants should fire Dave Gettleman. But I do think they should probably give Daniel Jones a year, and if he does well, keep Dave Gettleman. So let's see if Daniel Jones proves me wrong. All right, I'd like to give one last big thank you to Will for being the Football Basketball Show's first ever guest. And it's now time for the question of the episode. And the question for today's episode is from Patrick Kreis. And he says, how do you think the Steelers will do with the loss of AB and Le'Veon? I'm sorry if you're a Steelers fan, but I really don't see the Steelers making the playoffs this year. They lost two of their best players, and Big Ben isn't getting any younger. They do have a pretty good defense, and James Conner is a pretty good replacement at halfback, but I don't see their offense having the explosiveness that it once had, and I see them going 8-8 or 9-7 and narrowly missing the playoffs. So I did try out a new kind of video today, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit different than the normal videos that are usually just highlights and a voiceover. So let me know down below if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more of them in the future. Also, let me know if you agree with me and or Will on the whole Giants situation. And make sure to leave a comment down below asking a question about the NFL or the NBA, and I might answer it in my next video. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.